Welcome to the Unpopular Opinion.
Real, and we're saying it all.
Welcome back, guys, to yet another episode of the Unpopular Opinion. I feel like we should always reintroduce ourselves. I'm Kemi.
Claire.
Prim. And we are the Unpopular Opinion. So today we want to do a thing that has kind of been trending. I think it's been trending since like Jan, so we are late. The whole we are too old for thing. So we're just going to chat about stuff that we feel we are too old for. Don't feel offended over what. It's just how us we feel.
Yeah.
We feel differently. It's just a fun chat about stuff that we feel we are just a little bit too old for right now. Okay. Who wants to start? Who wants to start us off?
Prim, you start.
I think I'm going to go for me in context of, I'm not even, I know that the context is supposed to, we are too old for that, you know, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But for me, I'm going to talk about in terms of age. I am an old woman who is just exhausted. That's my context. Like, I'm just too old and exhausted.
Okay.
To flirt. Like, guys, I cannot flirt anymore. Like, I used to have a good sense of humor. I used to have comebacks. I used to just be very quick on my feet and stuff. But lately, I'm just constantly too old and too exhausted to spice it up with flirting.
Mm-hmm. I think that's why even now, like, people have that kind of joke of I'll just send you a PDF with all my essential favorite color.
Yeah, everything. We start from there.
Because you're very when you're actually, and now you're in a relationship, you no longer have to do this.
That's the thing.
You have to
Some of us are still doing this. We are still, hi, how are you? What's your favorite color? Do you like movies? Favorite...
Over and over and over. It must be exhausting.
It is the Holy Spirit that has gotten me to this point where I am.
Yeah.
It's the Holy Spirit. Okay.
I think for me, it's I'm too old. My very first one is I am too old to be around people or in spaces that make me uncomfortable.
Okay.
I shall not do it. If you so much as look at me weirdly and I have weird energy,
you're out.
Please forget me. Forget me. I'm too old. You know, when we were kids, like you would go where your parents take you. Yeah. Whether you like it or not, whether there's an auntie that's going to pinch your cheeks, whether there's, you would just talk about your weight. Listen. At this big age, where I'm going to pay for the fuel that's going to bring me where I am and also pay for, do you know what I mean? Listen, there's a line and if you so much as look at me a weird way.
I had like a group of friends that I stopped hanging out with because, would like chill and I would fear to leave earlier because I felt like they would talk about me. So friends, guess what? I'll complete everyone in time.
You're there, but you're tired
to leave. I'm heading home. Ngami, I'm just like making sure each of you is dropped home separately.
Because you're afraid of people talking about you.
That don't talk about me.
Pressure.
But I knew that at some point, I don't think, why am I hanging out with people that make me feel like if I walk away, they're going to talk about me.
Yeah.
So I just stopped. So I guess I understand what you say.
Yeah.
I'm too old.
I think as we get older, you have so... Like
the pressure is much lower. The threshold is thinner.
Ability to manage some stuff is just like no. I thought no.
Yeah, 100%. Like at that age.
Like how am I hanging out with you if you're going to stress me? Like for what?
For what?
Leave it. But I get it. I think the first thing that came to mind for me was I'm too old to lead guys on.
Yeah.
Like when we were younger, we had time. Not forgive me all the guys I led on, but. I think we just had a lot of time. Now I have like 3 jobs. I have so many things.
A life, let alone.
How am I leading you? Where am I getting the time?
And even
the actual time to do it.
Say
this guy, that guy.
We are talking to like 6 guys.
Money. And then Mark, club guy.
It's not going to fly anymore. At this age, that's how you end up calling Chiwa Frank and Frank Chiwa.
There's too much to do.
Sometimes you can't even show up on those dates with those 3 people.
Well, like even the ones you like, you may not have time.
You don't have time, on the ones you actually like.
I don't have time. I am too old to be leading guys on. I don't have the energy. I don't have the time. I don't have the pay. I don't know, whatever it is I had back then, I don't have it now.
Anymore.
It's done.
Yeah. Welcome to the 30s, the 3rd floor. It is real.
Man, anyway, for me, I think I'm too old to lie. I made a decision as a younger person, and that I feel like was there a time I used to lie a lot. Yes, I think so, yes. To like gain sympathy and pity and stuff. And then one day I just said, I can't do this anymore. Someone in my life used to like lie about certain things. And then I was like, I'll never be like that, right? So it's something that really bothers my partner, how much I tell the truth. Like, you call me on phone and I'll explain, oh, I'm so sorry, this has broken down, that's what that led to this and led to that, and that's why I am not able to, you know,
To
come.
do
And it's
ABCD.
like, why do you give people this much information? He says, like, why are you giving this away this much information? And like, the thing is, I don't know how to lie. I feel like I'm too old. You're not going to beat me. Like, what's the worst that you're going to do? What's the worst
gonna
that's going to
happen?
happen?
Yeah.
Because lying means that I have to keep it up. Like, I have to keep referring to it, you know, like someone is like, oh, by the way, you said your mom was sick. When?
Yeah.
And I have to keep up with the lies. I have to keep spinning it. I am too exhausted and just too old to be a liar. The truth, tell you the truth, and then we can deal with it.
Actually, I had a point that was almost that, because I was saying I'm too old to not do what I said I was going to do. I feel like, because I've worked in places, have you ever worked in those places where the people tell you they're going to do something and they don't
And
do
they
it?
don't.
I get confused. I'm like, why are you lying?
Yeah.
What's the problem? Like, we're too old. I feel like if you've said you're going to do something, do it. And if you can't do it,
I think
tell
it
people
comes
early.
from when we were younger, we were a bit more people pleasers. So you want to do it. You actually have the I used to be like that. You have the actual desire to do it because you want to please. I want to please you. I want to please Fiona. I want to please Prim, or whoever it is. But then because I am taking on too much, then I say yes to Fiona, I say yes to Prim, I say yes to who, I say yes to who. And then suddenly I do not have the energy, I can't do everything. So I'm disappointing everyone. It's the same thing with lies, I think. Because it's the same thing with lies. I used to lie a lot when I was younger, much younger. And it was because if I come to you, Fiona, and I know you like A, B, C, and D, I can never tell you the opposite because I want you to like me.
Yeah.
You get it? That's how, by the way, why I used to lie, because I used to want people to like me. What I didn't realize was that if I lie to you and you find out, you'll still not like me. You know? It's counter, yeah. You'd rather say the painful truth immediately and get it over and done with. People respect truth than lies.
And I feel like we're just too old, honestly. Like, you reach a point and you need to be responsible.
Yeah.
You can't even keep blaming. Not like something like that, fine, you were young. But at this point, it's a responsibility. Take the responsibility to change, to do better. Just like you're saying, I used to do it, I changed.
Yeah.
These things of, it's just my personality.
It's not a personality to
Leave
lie.
it. It's not even a personality.
Yeah.
You need to change.
I used to even make plans, like, obviously, at some point I used to work up country, so when I would come to Kampala, I would try to fix everyone in that schedule, and like Claire said, it was people pleasing, right? Make sure that I see everyone, so they don't think, oh, she changed, or she went away, they don't say things. And I'll never forget one time I made plans to see a friend of mine who was waiting for me at Java's Kamocha. Then I went to see Bena, my friend, at Molago, but then I think she was still in Molago. And I thought that I would see Bernadette for like a few seconds, rush and see, I think, Fokio at Kamocha. And then at some point, I ended up as if disappointing one of them. And you guys, Bernadette gave me a lecture, but Prim, why aren't you serious? Why aren't you serious? You cannot keep doing such a thing.
Yeah.
Like, you guys, I sat in my car. And it's not like probably 2019.
Yeah.
I sat in my car and I thought about it and I said, by the way,
Why?
For what?
For what reason?
I
When you think about
dragged
it.
Fokio from Namugongo to come and meet me.
Yeah.
I've also dragged Bernadette out of class to come and meet me.
And you've
also told some
disappointed.
other person that I'm seeing them at 3. Also, and I've not seen any of them. Or I've seen one and the other one is waiting. And like I said, I literally sat down and thought of my life and I just said, what the hell? What am I doing?
Yeah.
I was like, I need to stop. So I need to stop. I cannot. I can now. I'm too old, so I will tell you when I can make it and when I can't make it because you're not going to beat
Period.
me.
Yeah.
You're not
Period.
going to.
Yeah.
I am so too old for happening places.
Oh my goodness! Remember when we went to Alchemist
Miss
recently?
me.
We were so happy, you guys. It was so chill. They were not.
You know, in those days when you'd go to,
Kids was just older.
it was nice and chill and calm. You have chair.
It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
old R&B music.
You
Like,
get.
you guys. DK asked for tea. At 10 p.m. in a bar,
you ask for tea. And it's kawa. No one is going to. But I feel like when we were younger, it was a lot like you would go to a place, like if we had come to a place and it's quieted, chilled, we'd be like, this place is not happening. Yeah. Then you move your bar up until you find the happening. For me, the moment I enter and it's for squeezing to leave me, miss me, please, I'm not there. I actually like, there needs to be arm's distance between me and the next person. If I'm going to sit in that space, I am not going to.
I don't like going to places where there's no
parking. Then you park those.
I just have valet, okay?
Yeah. Valet.
In Uganda, a valet will drive your car up to Ngomoromo border and you're here. That valet crossing. That car was called crossing to Congo.
No, actually, you find good places.
That actually do valet, but that whole thing of I park the other side and then I walk 500
all
meters.
the way, like
I'm walking 500 meters.
Listen,
I'm old. I can walk for exercise.
People's shopping behavior, though, I don't want to spending behavior.
Me, I cannot. Even in a mall, I will go around the parking until I find.
I park at the mall.
I can't hustle for parking. No. I cannot. I can't.
But in line with going out, I am too old. I don't know how to say it without it, but I'm just too old for alcohol, I think.
Yeah.
I can't anymore. I can't deal with a hangover.
Yeah.
I can't be there and I have work the next day and what I'm dealing with is a hangover. Like, that's my problem that I have to deal with.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm too old. I don't have the energy.
There's so much bigger problems to deal
actually
with.
Falling away. I was like, do I want to have a headache tomorrow morning?
Yes.
No thanks. Like, I feel like...
Do you know what? I think I'm coming into that phase in my life as well.
I don't want.
Every single time I drink alcohol, my head just feels heavier. I can drink one bottle like this.
Listen.
Or one glass of wine or one bottle of beer. And the next day, I feel like my head is like a truck.
Tired?
It's just, I can't. So slowly by slowly, I have come down to drinking just one drink a night. And that's enough for me.
All over your body, the propensity to hold alcohol just...
It's just...
And I'm just like, no, I don't have time to be tired, hangover, no.
And then do all the million other things we have to juggle with.
16 jobs.
But that happened to my boyfriend though. Like one day he used to obviously drink when he was younger, but I remember that with time, the more he, he said obviously he would drink his normal, beers and whatever, but I remember that his capability to take alcohol just kept dipping and dipping. Then one day he was just like, I can't drink. And I think now it's been like 2 years. I'll be like, you want this? There's alcohol here. And it's just like I can't handle it.
And it's good to accept. I feel like we'll be fighting sometimes.
You have to stay cool.
Fighting.
You have to stay cool.
I think I'd say if the next one is a bit outlandish, I'm too old for bad sex, friends. No.
You're not going to keep it. No. You're not going
to tell us more.
Okay, so it's a bit different because I'm married, and it's a bit different. But even before I got married, I was too old for bad sex. Do you understand? Like it's hard to have good sex when you're jumping from one to another to another. It takes a while to know a person. So it was like before I got married at 30, and I was too old for bad sex. Do not miss me. Like even which is why I keep saying to people, even now as I'm married, because everyone comes and says, just give when he wants, just give. Do you know that just gives always bad sex? It's always bad sex when you just give. You get? I am too old for it. And that's why I advocate very much, by the way, for get into the mood, both of you. You get it? Both of you, my husband and I, we talked about it.
Into the mood, there's no money.
What do you mean? Do you know the money that's in a good climax, Mwanagwe? You stop even. Don't miss me with the whole when he wants you give. You get it? Like it's just like let us both get into it. And I'm too old for just to give,
it's like
friends.
I think of you're at a point where you know what you want and you're not interested in less.
Yeah, no. I mean work for it. Women likes, how when you're going to get it on, you shave, you exfoliate,
you work hard
you look nice, you buy the lingerie, I put the effort in, you get it.
So that's the same way I expect.
What they come with their naked bodies.
Just hairy chest and
men don't actually do much.
How do you just present yourself?
And
like a lamb for sacrifice, as in that seat. Honestly, can't you salt for yourself?
So,
By the way,
Come to think of it, nothing. Just a bald haircut.
like me, I've waxed.
You know, I've done what I've
worn the sexy
invested
lingerie.
in the
Then,
leg.
where
in the-
sis, you've deep fried yourself literally
Like you
with so many.
immersed yourself on
Thank you.
And the man just comes. So you need to have this honest
Ashy,
conversation with
pale,
your people, by the
as
way.
is, come as
because
you
now, what they say men would do now is to, you know, from the beginning, pamper you, make you feel loved from the morning. Because for us, it's not that.
It's not like
Which
it's not
economy
serious.
exactly?
you don't need money to do those
Morning.
things, Prim.
My dear.
Text me nicely. Give me a
The
kiss
economy.
before I leave.
You know, tell
A
me how
suggestive
beautiful
kiss.
I look, or how much you're
Suggestive
thinking
kiss.
about
Suggestive
me.
kiss. As in
Not
where,
just
what, like
come.
what? They linger, they lick your cheek.
Depends on what I like. Whatever your chick likes, do that.
Yeah,
Do that.
do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I was there was a place I was somewhere with people, and someone said that they were giving advice to women, which I didn't agree with. That women, we need you wives or partners, whatever, that you need to be the one who helps your husband. Prepare yourself for your husband.
Is he also preparing for me?
Do you know what I mean? So make it easy for him.
How? Masturbate?
You get what I don't know. I don't know
Masturbate
exactly what
halfway.
she meant.
Leave yourself
But
halfway
I
as your son.
I completely
as you're about to arrive, then be like,
disagree.
dear, come.
to go both
I am
ways,
here.
I thought.
It goes both ways. The same way I am exfoliating, I need him to do his own version
Also,
of
you come
exfoliation.
through. You also need to come through.
Exfoliating, I meant going to do.
I mean, not exfoliate. No.
What exfoliating?
You may not exfoliate. But I think there's some efforts you can
No,
put in.
guys, stop asking for too much.
For us, men love a physical, so they want to see and smell beauty when when they are coming in. For us, we want to feel beautiful. You get and
Like
confident.
vibe me.
So you can't tell me that dress is not
Sometimes I am
fitting
so
you well.
hungry, like the food prices are high. So
Good
I
sex
barely
will
get
help.
rice.
Good
so
sex
really,
will help, my
what
dear.
are you going to vibe me with?
So
What
see,
are you
then he
going
can
to tell
vibe you
me?
with food. He brings you nice food.
Yeah. So it's just the way you feel. Just make me feel,
Yeah.
prepare me so that I can also enjoy. Because it's not one-sided. I'm done with one-sided sex, you guys, at this age.
Yeah, but anyway, I understand you. Like
Yes,
now,
I get
you
it.
speak up. You
Yeah,
now speak up. You're
I
like, okay,
speak up. I be
go
like,
to-
listen,
please stay
yeah.
in this corner. But,
If, like,
by the way,
whoa.
but avoid
Remain,
telling men.
maintain.
The moment you say maintain, what? You see the
They
speed
increase
changing.
speed. They remain in the same place, but they increase speed and pressure.
Just like, did I say that now, Haragata? Did I say Haragata there? Did I say that?
Anyway, you're one.
I am too old for screaming matches, whether it's online or in person or what. I don't have the energy to fight anymore. I think I had it when I was way younger. Honestly, I stopped fighting very
long
early.
time ago.
I don't have the energy for screaming. Even online, when now someone has come, I'm like, take care, dear, block.
You've taught me that.
It's like, where would I get the energy? Like, how? Someone is mean to me over in a restaurant about what? I'm like, exit.
You've taught me that, actually.
Just, like, I don't have it in me. I'm too old for screaming. Me, I'm there screaming. How? Me, like, I've reached a point in my life where I have my own house and my own car, and then again I scream.
You're paying taxes.
On what
to the
ground?
government.
On what grounds am I screaming?
Yeah,
How?
if you have...
I even pay for Claret to do my face like this.
Right.
Then I scream.
No,
Claret
not
would
you.
be disappointed.
I'm not
You've
the
actually
one.
taught me. You've actually, every single time my blood boils from a human being stupid. What would Fiona do? What would Fiona do?
WWFD.
It's literally
No time. I'm too old.
WWFD. We should get a hashtag, by the way.
I don't have it in
because
me.
literally
Like-
every single time my blood boils, and
Yeah.
you know how quick.
Yeah.
But I can be a bit quick at anger.
Yeah.
And I can trigger it easily. And I just keep reminding myself, Fiona would not do this. Fiona would not be proud. Let us make Fiona proud. Because I used to be, but now I also say, bye, block.
Yeah, just...
I think I've learned to compartmentalize it. And like there's a part where like such things go. I'm like, what is there a day when they'll probably like open up or something? But like there's like you will offend me or something. Most times I'll just, I don't know, you guys, I don't know. It's like there's a brush that will just come and rub it off.
Brush things off.
And it will go somewhere else.
Yeah,
Somewhere else. Like I'll not even remember. There are times I've blocked people and then they've reached out to you guys like, please tell Prim to unblock me. Then I'm like, why
You don't even remember.
I don't remember. I even
you know
unblocked
the
him
reason
because
was
sometimes I don't
good.
remember. But
Yeah.
most times I just go there and check and I'm like, there's a reason you're here. There's a
There is
reason
a
you
reason.
are
In the
here,
block
prisoner
list.
number 27 in a yellow uniform. There's a reason you're here.
Because even, I don't know, actually it's one of the things I even added in the morning, like in addition to like affirmations and what, I always pray for God to help me not to just forgive from the beginning of the day. Today, I forgive everyone who is about to offend me. So as you're in the process of offending me, I've forgiven you and I'm moving on. I'm moving.
Did we celebrate your rising again last Easter, Fiona? Jesus? Did we?
I find it to be because offense is such a, you carry it.
Yeah.
You carry one offense and
Yeah.
another one. At the end of the day,
You're full of
heavy.
offense.
And you're exhausted. That's
Yeah.
actually why I withdrew from Twitter. I found that I was getting offended every hour on the hour. Someone said, you're offended, you're
But the
offended,
person
you're
is
offended, you're offended.
offending you on a chapati and water
Thank you.
and 500 MBs.
Thank you. And I'm like, for what? No.
They don't offend you on your
It was
data.
too heavy.
Actually, do not even argue about like politics or religion, especially like religion, you know, and there's a way like people come and tempt you. So yeah, so for you, what do you think about it? Like I'll say, for me, I give my tithe like 10% what the Bible tells me. So what do you think of that? Because what if me, I decide to give it to the poor? Because pastors
not?
are, the pastors
you?
you're going
Remove
to are
me.
thieves. Maybe it's like,
Do you?
your Holy Spirit is telling you what? Then me, what is my Holy Spirit telling you? Different things. So let everyone stay with their Holy Spirit, he says.
Yeah.
Let us all be guided by our Holy Spirits. And yeah,
That's it.
So I think my next one is I'm way too old to do things. To not do things just because people think I am too old not to do them.
Okay.
Like, I don't care what you think.
Those are yours.
I'm going to giggle like a 5-year-old if I want to.
Aqua
Yeah.
Park. We are going
I
to
am going to dress
And
as
just
I please. I am going to do
we go to
what
slides.
I want.
Let's go to those slides.
As long as if it makes me happy. Eh? I mean, you're plugging.
Let's go
They
to
need to
those
pay
slides.
us for now this one.
Let's go for those slides.
Anyway, I'm plugged. I am 100%. I plugged myself out of the socket of caring what other people think I should be doing or shouldn't be doing. You know how they say you're this age you should have 2 kids. I don't care. Think what you want. You know, you're too old for this or you're too young for this. I will do what I want.
Yeah. In any case,
You
you're always
know?
going to be too something for
Yeah,
someone.
you will always
never-
be. I remember someone told me, because I don't particularly enjoy going out at night, you know, in the club and stuff. Too, my head is always heavy. There's a timeline at which I need to be in my bed. After that, the next morning is just going to be rowdy. And someone told me, hey, but you're too young. Enjoy your life. I'm enjoying my life. Thank you very much. I actually have a really good life. You know, it's rich, in my opinion, the way it is, the way I've designed it. I'll be out at 3, but we're probably going to be in someone's home. You know, at a friend's home, laughing and talking with no alcohol. Do you know what I mean? So it's just different. So I released myself from what people think I am too young or too old to do.
Oh, love it for you, love it for us. I think I'm too old for, how did I write it? Like I'm too old to stay in places where I'm not appreciated or where people are not reciprocating.
Yeah.
I'm not in a way of now I'll hate that person. No, because I remember there was a time when I was trying to keep in touch with some friends from way
Call
back,
them
and I
to
would
eat,
call them and what, and then I
What's
realized,
familiar,
these people are actually not making the same effort. I guess this is just we have grown
It's not
apart.
working,
And I was
yeah.
I just release it. I'm just too old to be giving and giving in a place where clearly it's not that anymore. We're not tight like that anymore. We're not, and even in workplaces, me to stay in a place where I'm not being appreciated. Remove me, like remove
Not
it.
anymore.
No, I'll be
Yeah.
like, what? All the best. It's been nice, and I'll leave. I'm too old to just be there. Then I'm forced, and I know also it's partly a privilege. Some people are not able to leave certain spaces.
yeah.
I know it, and I thank God that I have that privilege right now, but I can't.
You're the first privileged person that can recognize privilege. Please tell that
Most
to
of
men.
us don't.
Tell that to men.
We are looking at the
That you are privileged.
and looking at the
The crew.
For me, I feel like we are too old to try and sugarcoat things. Right?
Oh my
You know, lately there's a word that I want us to bring back: bad manners.
Yes.
The people who have bad manners.
Bad manners.
You said it.
People who have bad manners, let us
Bad
not try to
manners.
dissect it and say things like, You know, like so and so is a bit difficult. It's
bad
no,
manners.
They're just
there's
bad
some, yeah. And now you see, we can no longer say badly raised. You get, because there's a time when you say, such a bad.
At 18, yeah.
Right?
At 21 years, at 30.
But now you hold fought for yourself. You have to be held accountable.
For your
These are
things.
outright bad manners. There are people that you find, and I've seen this repeatedly in workspaces, disrespectful.
Yeah.
You're disrespectful to like the people around you.
Yeah.
You're nasty. You know, like just just even normal etiquette, right? You eat and leave a plate where.
Thank you.
You leave the plate where you ate from.
Yeah.
You leave the cups where they are. You use the toilet and leave it unflushed. You leave it dirty for the other person to find. You're rude to other people. It's like you're picking fights with each and everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, like let us bring back the word bad manners.
And even for men, especially you guys,
Yeah.
I still remember I remember being in a workplace and women used to excuse very bad behavior from men.
Yeah.
Very, very bad behavior. Men who were touching us inappropriately. Well, then you would always, it was always you, the woman.
The problem, that is the
is
problem.
called
It's
out,
too
like, as if,
sensitive.
Calm down, you're too sensitive.
You're too
He's
sensitive.
just like that. I'm like, no, that's bad manners.
Yeah,
you
that's
don't
bad
touch
manners.
people like that. I don't
100%.
know you.
Yeah.
We're in a workplace, be professional.
And you're actually the one that is
bad manners.
excluded. Women
You are the
gatekeep a
one.
lot, obviously. Women, we gatekeep patriarchy a lot.
It's so
So
bad.
you find that we're the ones who are just like, but now he touches Claire and she doesn't complain.
And you're like, that's
Uh-huh.
Claire's
But
bad
that's
though.
Claire. If Claire
But
doesn't
Fiona
mind.
is too much. Fiona is too much. That chick
Yeah.
is such a... You find that actually people don't even like to hang out with you because you are too... You have like, you're branded, like,
Yeah.
she's too much.
I need you just having bare minimum standards. Like it's
Yeah.
a bare minimum for me to expect you to
That you
respect,
my body,
personal
my
space. Like this is my body. Who are
Yeah.
you touching?
Yeah.
Bad manners. Like we need to be telling people you have bad manners.
bad
Yes.
manners.
Tell
Yeah.
men
Yes.
bad manners. Don't touch
Yeah.
women like that. It's
Bad
not okay. This is a workplace. And also women should not be accepting to be touched like
Yeah.
those people who they touch and they just start giggling.
No, vulgar words.
Sis,
I
I'm
think
sorry,
you
but
don't
vulgar
like
words-
it. It's not okay.
In conversation, someone who is always just throwing one vulgar word and after
In a
another
workplace,
in a
imagine.
workplace, and for them like that's their jazz. Like they always have like sexual innuendos about everything. And
Like
Bad manners.
please.
Yeah, we're
Thank
not doing
you.
it. We're
Yeah.
not doing it.
Thank you for
Please.
saying
Because
and we are
it.
bringing
us-
back the word bad
please
manners,
keep
We need
us,
to.
keep yourself.
and people need to be held accountable.
So I think my next one is I am done with paying for services, products, and goods that are less than what I'm paying for. I work hard. So I expect that if I come to your restaurant, I am done eating food that is bad
And they ask you how
on
was
my
it,
hard
and you're like,
and on my hard-earned money.
as the
Please
auntie
take
is
it
plating
back.
you know when they're plating your hair and they're
Yeah.
like, what do you like it?
Auntie, you go to the salon and they do hair. You don't have me. I tell you, please give me the comb. I'm those people. I'll tell you, give me the comb, and I'll comb it myself. You get?
Comb it out and get
Yeah,
out.
I'll comb it out and get out. If you're not doing something that I want, that I paid for,
Yeah.
I am not paying.
Amen.
You get? Because I mean, it's my hard and my when it was my parents' money, I didn't value money. You get it? There, I would pay. Yes, I would go home grudging, but remember, it's not my money. But after I've suffered to
No
get
way.
my money,
Leave it.
I better like the service I'm paying for. Otherwise,
I work in a customer service area and I interact with people a lot. So one of the things that I told myself is that I give good service. So lately I expect the same. Because I tell myself if each of us that is in customer service decided to give good service, it would be such a ripple effect.
Yeah, ripple
we would
effect.
have like such good things and whatnot. So lately, unlike before where like, you enter a bank and a banker goes away without telling you or anything like, kindly excuse me for 5 minutes. No, they just go and sit like be in a corner, jazzing or doing something. They leave you in the queues or, go and have lunch and have breakfast. And I'm using a bank example because I work in a place that's like almost like a bank, right?
Yeah.
Like, the fact that before I stand up, like now I try so hard to give explanations to my clients. I try to explain to people that if I'm giving if I'm giving good service and I go to a place, I expect the same service. You get like
Yeah.
I am owed. And I keep telling people that people who hold public offices owe you these things. They're not doing you a favor. They owe you good service, period. So I'm too old to receive bad service and keep quiet about it.
Thank you.
I will actually I will not be a Karen and quarrel or anything, but I will make
speak up.
I will speak up and say, I did appreciate how you did this and that. You could do this and that better. You could have talked better, or you could have served us better, or something like that. Like, I'm just too old to take these things in. And I realize that it's such a Ugandan thing for us to accept these things. Like, it's like, that's why I remember how people were very shocked at how Claire is. That she's one person who speaks up. Claire is, like, she's straight up. This is A, this is B. Because it's like, Azin, I can't believe someone calls us out on our behavior, because it's not who we are. We let so many bad things slide. It's why we elect leaders that do not do things, and we don't hold them accountable. We just leave them.
We excuse a lot of bad behavior.
We do 100%.
A lot of bad behavior.
And I know a lot. I've been to places with friends and family, and everyone wants to just like clear. Wait, it's just chips. I'm like, listen, I've paid 5K for that chips. These days, chips is 15K. Yeah.
Didn't I buy 6 Irishes at 2K recently, and I'm still crying?
No. I am not. You have to integrity. This is where integrity comes from. You have to demand for it. You have to demand for it, because I know it can be embarrassing if you're not used to it, but I mean, that's where it's fair.
It's actually a fair thing. It's a very fair thing.
People say that Ugandans are nice. I feel like that whole thing of we were raised to be just like as if someone stepped on us. Someone like
you're literally pretending.
It's in our nature. We pretend.
And I think the problem with that is if I'm a business and you come to me and I give you a service you don't like, if you don't tell me, I can't change it. What's going to happen is you're going to tell everyone that chick's business is not worth it. My business won't grow. It's just keeping the economy where it is.
It serves no one.
Nothing is growing. But if you come and tell me, listen, Claire, I didn't like this and this and that. Yes, it won't feel good in the moment, but you've given me something to change and improve on, so that you can. And even you, when you see, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Can I give you an extra something or a free something, so that I can apologize for that experience that you've got? And then that way you're going to be happy. You're going to tell all your friends. Yes, I went and the chips were terrible, but I got ABC and D, and your friends will come. So we are keeping the country from growing by not giving this, pretending to be nice. It's not nice. It's actually a really, really bad thing to do.
You actually made me think that I'm too old to stay sour about constructive criticism. You feel some type of way for the moment, but I can't stay sour about it. You're helping me. You're telling me something that I genuinely need to improve. So I think we all need to reach a point and be like, no, I can't. You can't be keeping offense. Wow, they talk, but it's constructive. If someone, of course, also the way we communicate is important. You just come to someone and, oh my God, and then you just mean and what? If someone has communicated something to you in a genuine way, and they're just trying to tell you, what, this needs work. You say thank you, and you go and you work on it.
Recently, there's a lady called, I think, Kemi Ophelia. So I posted a story, and she was just like, Prim, a joke, right? I was like, Prim, I feel like this is not. It's one of those jokes that are actually hard. It's not. The first thing in me was just like, Azin, it's a joke, can't you tell? But it's like, the first instinct was mute her. Let her never see your stories again, restrict her. But then after I sat down with myself, always call a meeting with yourself and make sure you arrive early at that meeting. I arrived early at that meeting with myself, took notes, and I said, speaker, speak. And I was like, all right, she's coming from such and such a place, and there's a way this can be interpreted like this and that. And you guys actually took down the story, and told her, I see how that can actually be. I meant it this way, but I see how that can. Someone else can be offensive. Took down the story. She's, and I thought, maybe did she notice that, I muted her for like a minute? But no, she was in my DMs yesterday laughing about something. She's like, oh, you're so beautiful. Like, life moved on. And I was so glad that she talked about it. Like, she called me out on it. And I was so proud of myself. Like, you didn't block someone because, because you're stupid. Because if you don't take constructive criticism, surely.
Then what?
You're going to stay in the same place forever.
I think the last one I have is, I'm too old to be afraid of aunties.
Okay, aunties.
Those ones with their containers packing leftover food.
Leave it.
Now, friends, we are the aunties now, We are now the aunties.
Yeah.
I'm the one to be afraid of now. We are the aunties.
Yeah.
Our aunties are now judges and grandparents
we are
and
the
kakas.
aunties that I'm
We are
making
now the
people.
I guess I'm
aunties.
only thinking of my little
Yeah,
nephew.
but you're also his auntie.
Auntie, but he's just a baby.
But for me, I know I'm the auntie. You know, I have lots of nieces and nephews. Some are grown in university and stuff. I am the auntie.
Yeah.
That should be people should be afraid of. Yeah, don't just be people. My nieces and nephew call me Senga and mommy, depending on the relationship. Yeah, but I'm not. How does an auntie come and say, you know what? Or, you know, anything like have more children or whatever. No, I am now the auntie.
That's,
Actually, I think they've said
like we need to turn that torch towards ourselves.
Yeah.
How are we talking to our nieces and nephews and the younger generation?
Exactly.
Are we the ones who are saying, your friends are doing this and that, and you actually don't even catch yourself heading there, but you find that one day you're actually that aunt that is giving that kind of.
I have a niece she's going into teenagehood and she has gained weight like normal. That was me. I was small until I became a teenager. Then I gained weight, and every single time I hear someone telling her she has gained weight, I tell that person not to, and then I go and tell her a lecture about how beautiful she is, because she's actually not fat. She's just gained some weight, like a normal healthy child, you know. And I'm the auntie that is now going to shut down the other aunties that are going to say, you know, because I really appreciated it when my mom did it when I was younger. So I'm one of those people who one of those aunties who fights for other children. Anything I didn't like when I was growing up, I fight for my other. So yeah, you can do better as an auntie, because we're now, if you're over 30, you're an auntie. Yeah,
you always have to
stop complaining about your auntie.
I always also stop and be like,
what sort of auntie
how would I have wanted to be treated in this situation when I was that age? My last one is, I'm too old to care much about, you know, like how trendy things. Simon, what is trendy? Yeah. TikTok is trendy.
Please.
What is trendy?
Layered jeans are trending and I care about them.
No, Auntie, I'm saying me. I couldn't care less that I don't know which sleeve is in. I wear what I like.
Yeah.
I wear what I like, period. If something comes I don't like, even to this day, no offense to all the guys out there that like those short trousers, absolutely not.
No,
I feel like I'm too old for them.
For you.
I know guys, those short trousers of guys wear like pedal pushers. Then they wear with those bush shoes as if with no socks. Then you see from here up to here, you see they're bare.
Mutasa Cafero Plaza is where you find them, right?
Not only, even now I see them on Pinterest. I see cool people wearing them now.
It's now the trend.
But I'm never going to like it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I like a classic look. Like I'm too old to care. I cared more when we were younger. There were those things that would come. When ukaba bandana yija, we are all wearing bandana. Nkapedo pusha, but what? Quarter. All the things would come and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to die if I don't get a top that has a dragon on it, because Cisco is my hero.
Now with those big chunky belts that are back and so friends, yes.
Could not do it. Could never be me.
I know it's even me.
I feel too old for just like trendy stuff. I'm like, okay, I've seen it. Cheers. I wear what I like. I wear what I like. I don't care if it's not trendy. If I'm happy.
Oh, no, I agree. I know, so some trends don't look nice on, you know.
Well, of course they're not for everyone.
Yeah,
nothing
like
can
those
be for
box
everyone.
Shoes, those shoes that are like.
Don't get me started. Don't even.
You are hating from outside of Paris, where the rest of us are.
Don't
Parisian chic. Parisian fashion has never been.
But I can
for
forgive
me.
many things. But this men, you know yourselves, and I'm sorry. I know some people find it cute, but I'll never understand why I'm seeing. Why am I seeing this bare skin? Like, why am I seeing your skin?
Either put socks or put clothes.
And why you pants that short though? Like, why don't you have full-length pants? I don't.
Like,
why?
that's a sign of someone who is going to steal your phone and open it.
I feel like, and then when they wear that, of course they're wearing a chain. I feel like you're dealing in minerals. You must be dealing in cobalt, and you're going to con me.
Minds, what?
It's like you're just on the border of DRC and you're about to con me anytime. I don't really understand it, but to each their own. To each their own. We're going to close this episode while we are still ahead. And tell us, you guys, what are you feeling like you are too old for you, where you reached your dad, and you maybe even be like 19, and for you, you're feeling like there's some things when of 10 years old that you're like, I'm too old for that now. Tell us in the comments below, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Subscribe.